Aidan Magee's here. Morning, Aidan.
Morning, how you doing? The FA Cup has been stolen a couple of times. Sorry, the FA Cup. No, the World Cup's been stolen, yeah. I think it was stolen in 1983 and it was never found. It's believed to have been melted down and sold off as bits of gold, yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Now, look, this has been controversial from day one. Despite all the controversy, it does seem to have been a pretty good World Cup.
It does, actually. Some people would say it's grudging, but I have to say, once all the politics was out of the way, and I'm not saying all of it was nonsensical, we did go on a bit too long into the tournament. Kept us in business, kept us talking away, didn't it? But it's nice to see that the football eventually held sway. And it is a football event, it's a football competition, and yes, there's been some fantastic stories, fantastic matches, brilliant goals, outstanding players. We've got an excellent final today to look forward to. There's no reason it shouldn't be a decent game.
What's the story of today, then? Somebody like me who really doesn't know very much about
all
football,
about
what
the final.
What are you looking out for?
All about the final today, 3 o'clock, so it's the second one in a row that we've had on an afternoon. I'm a bit of a traditionalist, I like it to be Sunday evening, a World Cup final. But it's
a bit strange.
I know, although England won it, I'm looking back, I don't know for sure, but I think England won it. Look, judging by the sunshine, that must have been an afternoon kickoff, mustn't it?
Evening, yeah.
It must have done, yeah. Although it was quite a long day of the year, wasn't it?
June, July, wasn't it?
It was early July, I believe, first week of July. So we've got an afternoon kickoff today. It's a Winter World Cup. We've never had a final anywhere close to Christmas before. And this is what we have. It seems strange that in amongst all the Christmassy mood, we've got this World Cup final. We've got France against Argentina. France are the holders, of course. They won it in 1998. They were finishing runners-up in 2006. So excellent recent pedigree. They didn't do much in the tournament before 98, when they held it. Argentina haven't won it since 86, the year of the hand of God goal with Maradona. They were appeared in the final against West Germany in 1990 and again against Germany in 2014. So they're due a win. I would make France slight favourites. I don't recall a final since probably about 1994, when the finals have been absolutely the two. I've not been able to pick a winner between the two. I mean, it's not obvious who's going to win today. I just think France have got more strength and more depth throughout the whole coverage of their team.
But they're not well at the moment.
Well, you say that, but apparently 24 of them all trained last night. They were all seen out on the pitch, whether it was a PR stunt by the French FA to say, look, get out there for 5 minutes, because the cameras can only film about 5 minutes of training anyway, so it may be the case that, right, just get out there, lads, just to show the united front and make out everyone's fit and not give any opposition any hope that we might be unwell, and then maybe going in and put their feet up or whatever. Olivier Giroud, the guy who scored the winner last week against England, he's got a bit of a knock, but we understand he will play. But it's been a triumph for France in the sense that 3 players didn't even make the trip to the World Cup in the first place. 3 really top players, Pogba, Karim Benzema and N'Golo Kante didn't make it. They were injured. But they've also suffered injuries throughout the tournament. There's talk that if Didier Deschamps wins another World Cup today, and it's his second as a manager, he also won it as a player, he might walk off and give way to Zinedine Zidane to take over as head coach. I would think Deschamps will then go on to take a club job as well. But on the Argentinian side as well, I mean, everyone's saying it's all Messi, just as in 1986 I said it was all Maradona. I'm not so sure about that. I think you can't. I don't believe in when people say to me who's the greatest player ever. I don't really believe in that, because I think that comparison lends itself.
You're the only one.
You can say the greatest tennis player or golfer, because that's an individual sport. But how can you be the greatest player ever when you're depending on 11 or 10 other teammates and substitutes and a manager to drag you over the line? I just don't believe in it personally. I think if on that basis a goalkeeper can never be the greatest player in the world, because they never score the goals. So I think that you can be the greatest in your position, you can be the greatest attacking midfielder, greatest defender, but not greatest player.